If you're a Shopify brand using Recharge to power your subscription, this Cancel Flow Masterclass is for you. My name is Andrei Rudnick. I'm the founder of Good Subscription Agency, and over the last 6 years, I've helped over 50 brands hands-on improve their subscription revenue without scamming their customers. I've worked with anybody from meal kits to tech boxes, beauty boxes, Bible subscription memberships, and sex performance honey. So anybody under the sun. The reason why I'm saying that is that you know that these are not just tactics that work for one vertical and not the other. These are actually strategies that took us years to understand how they work on the psychological level with the customer, that they are confidently going to work for your brand to get you to that 25% cancel save rate. Now, the most common mistake that most brands make in the cancel flow is that they're trying to fix non-transactional problems with transactional solutions. The real reason why your cancel flow is struggling in that area is because the main goal of the cancel flow is actually to win back trust of the customer, because the reason why they press that cancel button is that trust has been lost. There was a misalignment between the expectations that your marketing team has built and your conversion funnel has built and the reality of getting that first box in the mail. So the two main jobs of the cancel flow are, number one is to humanize the process and to work effectively as a trust building frontline tool. And the second piece is to provide real solutions, and then you incentivize them with some kind of a discount to win back some goodwill. So we're going to jump right into that, and I'll show you exactly how to do that.
Now, what I got here is the cancel flow performance rate dashboard for one of the brands we're working with right now. They're a large home goods brand. They sell awesome air fresheners. They have over 100,000 subscribers. Now, when we started working with them, their cancel save rate was, I'll be honest, quite sad. It was around 8%. Which was hard to see. So we did improvements in two phases. First and foremost, we got a bunch of quick wins in the door within the first couple of days we started working together, and that got their save rate reliably to that 17% mark. I'll show you exactly how to get there. And then in the phase two, we got it to over 25% now, which, to put it into perspective, every time you save a subscriber, you don't have to spend the customer acquisition cost to reacquire them. So for this brand, we started saving extra 3,000 subscribers per month, which means that at $50 customer acquisition cost, it's about $150,000 in marketing savings every single month. So it's a great way to think about your cancellation save rate and your cancellation flow performance in that ROI mind frame in mind. So how I'm going to help you get there is in basically 5 steps. First, we're going to talk about the quick wins of setting up pause before you cancel, which is like the pop-up you get right before you get the actual full cancel flow. Second piece, we're going to talk about humanizing the landing page, putting a customer contact call to action right above the survey and making it less confrontational and less transactional. Third, we're going to talk about writing cancel reasons that actually give you actionable insights into what the real problem the customer has faced. And once we understand the problem, obviously, the better we can mitigate that with a solution on that cancel page with copy and creative and images and guides on how to change the frequency, how to apply a discount on their next couple of orders as well. Fourth thing, we're going to segment that cancel flow experience by customers' age and their subscription order number. Customers who are canceling on order 1 will be getting a different experience than customers who are canceling on order 5. Same thing with discounts. And then finally, we'll work on setting up some split tests to actually understand what discounts are effective and how do you apply them without giving away margins and losing an arm and a leg. If you want to follow along this whole process, you can go to our website and get the templates so you can just copy paste stuff as you follow with the video. You can go to goodsubscription.agency, drop your email, and you get those templates so you can just implement them as you watch the video. And now we're going to jump right into it. But before, I want to talk about a couple of key concepts that you need to understand before setting up your cancel flow. All right, so to understand the main job of the cancel flow, you really have to put yourself in the shoes of the customer. By the time the customer made it to the cancel button, it means that they've already most likely decided to cancel. And why does that happen? It's primarily because you have a loss of trust. The misalignment between the expectation that was built by your marketing funnel and the reality of being a subscriber has basically got mismatched, and it's either due to the product effectiveness or it wasn't exactly what they expected. Either the savings or the convenience of the subscription is no longer there. And it's quite frankly, again, they lost trust along the way at some point. So The most common mistakes that most brands make here is that they try to throw some kind of a discount or some kind of an offer their way without really spending any time to trying to understand what the initial problem is. And if somebody were to approach your customer service team and say that they had a bad experience and all they did was throw a discount their way, you wouldn't really have much uptake on that discount. So you cannot save non-transactional issues with transactional solutions. So the main job of the cancel flow is actually to win back trust with your subscribers. This is effectively an Amazon's, it follows along the line, the Amazon framework around customer service issues. So what that really means is, first and foremost, you empathize with the customer. You never blame them for any issues. You take full ownership of the solution of the problem, and you provide the solution, and then you sweeten the deal with some goodwill with, let's say, a multi-order discount. That's exactly what we're going to be setting up. So number one, your job is to listen. And when I say listen, it's to collect better cancel reasons and write better cancel reasons so that most of your cancellation reasons don't become other or, too much product. So then the better we can understand those cancel reasons and the problems the customer had, the obviously more likely we are to actually talk to them and provide them a solution that might solve those issues and make them likely to stay. And to sweeten the deal, we then provide them with let's say a multi-order, 2-order, or next 3-order discount of an extra 15, 20, 25%. So that's what we're going to do right now. Now, in order to get your base save rate to around that 15% mark, the first thing we're going to do is the quickest win here, and that's enabling pause before you cancel. So what that looks like on the customer portal is if I go into my subscription and I hit the cancel button, you'll get this pop-up. Right now it says, would you like to pause instead? We're going to change that language completely, and it's actually going to look and feel a little more like this, where we're actually solving a real issue. So we're going to update that copy to change it to, does order timing feel off? Because typically the most common issue post first 2-3 orders is actually subscription order mistiming or misalignment of order timing and product consumption. So that's the problem we're going to be looking to solve with this pop-up, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So first and foremost, go to your customer portal in the storefront settings in Recharge. By the way, if you're not using Affinity 2.0, you really should be by now. Now, the piece here we're going to implement is called pause options, and show customer the pause option. If you don't have it enabled, it looks like this. You'll click here. Yes, I accept legal responsibility. The note on the legal responsibility side, there is no real, to the best of my knowledge, not legal advice, but to the best of my knowledge, we don't have a single state or country that is currently mandating one-click cancellations. And in my mind, it really is. It's not a bad regulation to prevent basically bad actors from hiding cancel buttons. But I do think that this what we're setting up here is a genuine problem solution that most customers will be facing. A lot of subscriptions customers will be facing. That is around order mistiming. So this can simplify that action. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit our pause durations, and there's a little bit of strategy that's involved here. Now, the way you're going to decide what your pause or delay timings are is you're going to take your most common subscription frequency, and you're going to use that as the very last option, the third option, and that means, and then everything else will be incrementally smaller. So if our most common frequency is every 3 months, so delaying it by 2 or delaying it by 1 month will be those 3 frequencies. And let's say if it's every 1 month, or let's say every 4 weeks, then we will go 2 weeks and 1 week. Simple as that. So we're going to save that here, and we're going to hit that save button that Recharge now made sticky, which is great. So if we go here, we're now going to see all of those options update, but what we want to do is update this copy. And that's a little trickier. And like I said, if you wanted to get the exact basically the template for this kind of copy and just copy paste it into your portal, you definitely can. So what I'm going to do is in order to find those fields to edit, I'm going to expand all of these. I'm going to hit Control F or Command F on your keyboard, and I'm going to look for pause. Now, the annoying thing is it's not really pause because you're not pausing, it's literally delay. So would you like to pause instead? Let's call out the particular issues of delivery timing. So does delivery timing feel off? Let's fix it. Again, identify the problem, provide a solution. And then we're going to say nobody is an average subscriber. Subscribers have personalized their delivery frequency, stick with their subscription 3 times longer. Simply delay your next order and change your delivery frequency on the previous screen to better match your routine. Again, see how we're providing real solutions here. So we're going to put that in the field just below, and unintuitively the field just below is right here. Cancellations can be undone. Would you like to pause instead? So we're going to copy paste that in. Pause options is fine. What we're going to do is now rename the buttons to, instead of pause, where are these buttons? Here we go. Continue to cancel, keep subscription, cancel subscription, pause subscription. Here we go. For some reason, so we're going to call that button delay next order because that's what we have. So pause subscription, cancel subscription, keep subscription. So pause is going to say delay next order. Cancel subscription, we're going to capitalize, and continue to and keep subscription. Let's call it, and let's call that go back, because now the customer will be mentally reminded that once they click go back, they can go in and update their frequency right on that previous page as well. So it's a nice little trick. So we've got that, and cancel subscription, and instead of cancel subscription, we're also going to call it continue to cancel. Now I can spell, so we're going to use magic of autocorrect. Now this field doesn't have an auto scrolling or a sticky save button, so we're going to scroll to the bottom and click save, and then we're going to look at what we've got here, and now it might take a second to update. Perfect. So now what we see is it's a very different pause before you cancel, right? So now we're addressing the actual issue and addressing the customer directly. Hey, does delivery timing feel off? Let's fix it. Boom, boom, 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, delay next order. And then if they feel like they just want to go back, they can go back and they can change their frequency right here. And that's pretty sweet. So it's effectively what we need to do to set up pause before you cancel. Now, this reliably brings up, if you don't have it enabled already, this reliably brings up cancel save rates by about 5 to 10%. So that's tip number 1. Now, the thing we're going to do next, we'll do a lot of the heavy lifting, and that is humanizing the cancellation landing page. So in order to do that, and what that looks like is we will go into our churn tools and cancellation prevention. We're going to open up our cancellation prevention node, and we're going to start basically a new cancel flow if that's what you got to start off with. But what I'm talking about here is once you click cancel survey, and you will go here and customize the landing page. Don't worry about any of these settings. What we want to do first and foremost is I'm just going to show you how to set up a more human version of this cancel landing page, because even Recharge's default template, you see that as soon as I hit that cancel button and I make it to the cancel flow, basically what it's telling me, it's trying to remind me is that, hey, you've got a free product, you're going to lose some credits, cancel subscription, when would you like to cancel? So what we want to do is we're going to reshuffle these and hide a lot of the unnecessary stuff. So what we're going to do is the free gift reminder will go. And for now, if you do offer free gifts, order them below the cancellation survey. And what you want your cancel survey look like in the end is basically your screen to look like is something like this. So let me scroll through a couple of examples here. What we're gonna focus in on is something like so. So we're gonna add a contact support call to action above the cancel survey. We're going to change some of this language at the top. So cancel subscription, we're going to change that. So when we go into subscription details, we're going to say, and I would suggest actually, let's say canceling. We're sorry to see you go. Sorry to see you go. right up top. Keep this subscription. Let's get that capitalized because that's how we like to roll. And then let's go back here. This credit balance, if you're doing credits again, I would put it below the survey. And we will definitely be changing the language on that a little later. But right now, let's just focus on setting up that. Or actually, I'll put that even below the account link, the credit balance. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a section that is an image and text in order to match this setup right here. So let's do a text and image section above the survey, and we will set it up as desktop image, desktop position. Let's move this out of the way. So desktop position should be, left is fine. The reason, one big thing to remember, most people will see this on mobile anyway. It's let's do text language medium, and text alignment left, button label, contact subscriber support, button link can take customers straight to your contact support page. If you have a dedicated subscriber support, bonus. So we will have that button styling be primary, and effectively that's kind of it. So let's make sure that we got the copy for this nailed down. So canceling, and we could say that the primary text and image header is, have we dropped the ball? It's kind of cute. And again, it takes ownership of the mistakes that were made potentially. So the text here that I like to use is something like this. So we're sorry to see you go. Have we dropped the ball? And the subtext is, cancellations are hard for us because it means that we dropped the ball somewhere. We want your experience with our subscription to be the best, zero-risk, most flexible product subscription you've ever been a part of. And that should really come from a genuine place. If there's anything we can do, we'd love a second chance to win you over. Contact support. So this is surprisingly effective for customers in pretty much every subscriber life stage, but especially effective in subscribers that have been with you for 4, 5, 6, 10 orders plus, because these customers are genuinely open to having a conversation because they have a much longer relationship with you, and they have much more trust in the brand that you can indeed solve issues like this. So that's fundamentally all we're really trying to do here. Now, as far as images go, now the big thing that I would recommend is to have something that is personal of your support team. It's either your photo of your team at a retreat, or it's basically some faces. It's not just a blank product image. If you don't have anything that's specifically tailored to that, use a nice lifestyle photo, or maybe some cute photo that works for your brand, but you don't have to overcomplicate that. Like we've seen, so one of the examples we've got, obviously, for a dog food company we work with out of the UK, they have this awesome cute photo of a dog with a paw in the box. And we've also had a lot of success with another approach where we had literally the photo of the founders and talking about that your membership matters. Now, basically use whatever you want. The best thing to do is just get it out in live and then start seeing some results. So whenever we enabled this particular setup of pause before you cancel, as well as this contact customer support, this is when we saw that lift with the air freshener company from 6% to reliably 17%. So it truly is as simple as that. And so before you jump off, what I would do is I'd click done, I'd click save, and then once that flow is ready, just push it live and start and watch what your cancel save rate is over, let's say, the next couple of weeks, or at least through about 500, 1,000 cancellation attempts. If you're a smaller brand, that might take a while, but get this out and get it just performing just a little better. So these are like the most quickest wins I can show you right now. Now, in order to get you to that second phase, that advanced cancel save rate of 25% plus, the backbone of all of that will come down to how effectively you can identify the problems and solve those problems in the cancel flow. So we're going to rewrite the cancel reasons to actually be more effective. So you're going to click into your cancellation prevention, and this is how I want you to think about the typical 5 categories that customers cancel their subscriptions for, and you're going to write reasons for those particular categories. So number 1, it's product, and the cancel reason number 1 we're going to say is product didn't work as expected. Then the second reason, we're going to pull other here. The second category is financial. It's either I'm not saving enough by subscribing, or I love it and it's no longer in the budget. Those are very 2 different reasons. Then it's going to be subscription and subscription order timing feeling off. Subscribe by accident. We'll remove this for later subscribers in their order 3 and plus, but we're going to keep that for now. And we're going to also add shipping. And the way you're going to also, by the way, add all of these as custom answers. So to do that, you're going to click add answer. You're going to scroll all the way to the bottom here, add custom answer, and we're going to say, we're going to add a shipping issue. So product arrived damaged, shipping issue, and that will be a new one. So your cancel reasons at the start will look something like this. Product didn't work as expected. It's not saving enough by subscribing. Love it, but no longer in the budget. Subscription delivery timing. Subscribe by accident. Damage in shipping. Other. Now, fundamentally, the most important thing to remember here, this is an evolving process. You will not get it perfect from the very, very beginning, and that's okay, because this is life and nothing is perfect, because we don't live in the perfect world. But the best thing we can do is we can get this live, get some data, and see if we've gotten rid of those issues, those most common issues that a lot of brands see in their cancel flow is other, where a lot of 35% of customers fall into the other bucket, and then too much product too soon. So this should give us better understanding of why they're truly canceling, and then we can customize each of those reasons to have a specific landing page. So the other question is, should you be shuffling these answers for every customer? I say turn shuffle off. We've never really seen much difference in performance, except I do like to pre-select the easiest ones to mitigate right up front, and that's fundamentally what we're going to be doing. So product didn't work as expected, not saving enough. Follow that, set it up, and get it up and running. So we're going to hit apply here, and those will be our cancel reasons version number 1.0. Come back to this in a couple of weeks or a month and see how your cancellation reason breakdown is looking like in your performance, in your churn mitigation performance and recharge. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up discounts for each of these customer segments in order to sweeten the deal and win back some customer goodwill and we're going to apply them to each of these cancel reasons. Now, the way I want you to think about these discounts is, in order to get the best performance right away off the hop without losing an arm and a leg, is I follow this template. Now, I want you to think of it this way. If your base subscribe and save rate is already 20%, I want you to be applying extra 10% and advertising save 30% on next 3 orders. We'll make them as multi-order discounts. And this is what we found that works the best to start. And then you can optimize. Maybe you want to do a little lower discount for longer, but what we found is this is a really good template and really effective. So extra 10% and advertised 30% off your next 3 orders. Then 35% off your next 3 orders for customers who have placed 2, 3, 5, up to 6 orders, and everybody who's placed 6 orders plus, we can give them a VIP discount, and we're going to call it Second Chances VIP, and that will be an extra 25% off their next their next 3 orders. So that's effectively how we're going to set it up. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is that these discounts, when you're setting them up in Recharge, and I'll show you exactly how to do that, they are going to be stacked with the current discount. So they actually have to be a little higher than what you would do simple math and say, well, they're already getting 20% off. If we wanted to get 40% off in total, we should just give them extra 20. Actually, it has to be 25% off, because in order for that to be true 40%, in the end. So because this percentage is calculated based on the subscriber existing price. So the way we're going to set it up is we're going to call that, let's call it Second Chances VIP. It will be a percentage. It will be 25% off. It will be set to only subscription products, can be used anywhere in the subscriber experience. Set as a number of charges, we'll set it to 3, and we're just going to create this discount. So Second Chances VIP and is live. So we're going to have these 3 tiers: extra 10% off, extra 15% off, and extra 20% off on their subscriber on their next 3 orders as a baseline. Now, here in our cancellation reasons, what we're going to do is we're going to hit, just for sanity, we're going to save, we're going to refresh, and we're going to start applying these to the nodes right now. So hit save, hit refresh, and this is where the nitty-gritty starts. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to create a segmentation of this cancellation survey because by order number. Now, the reason why some customers are canceling in the very beginning on order 1, 2, 3 can be very, very different than customers who are canceling on order 4, 5, 6, 10, and so on and so forth. So we're going to create a couple of different segments to better personalize these cancel reasons, and later it will also allow us to assign better discounts to those higher LTV customers. Now, before we forget, actually, we need to duplicate these discounts now in Shopify in order for them to work as well. So one thing to prevent you, so you're going to have to come in and replicate all of that discount code, percent, make sure that it's set to applies only to subscriptions, and it applies to a number of recurring orders equals to 3. And you want to be able to stack them with product order and shipping discounts. Now, one way to prevent that from being gamed is you will have to create a specific customer segment that is specifically for your active subscribers. So you're going to go into your customers, segments, and just basically just tell the Shopify AI chat to create a segment of active product subscribers, and it will save that. And then you'll just be able to pick that customer cohort from here and make sure that it only applies to active subscribers and active subscriber orders. So that's effectively what you got to do before jumping into applying these to each customer cohort. So we're going to hit save that, and specific collection, you're going to have to pick collections and customer segments. So what we're going to do here is we're going to open up this tab menu, we're going to switch to conditions, and we're going to set up a conditional branch right here. Now, we're going to set that off. The way we're going to set up this conditional branch is by customer subscription order number. Now, it's a little different. It's not. We don't use streaks primarily because customers can have multiple subscriptions, and they also, it just might be. It's a little more accurate. It's more catch-all. So the way we're going to segment it is by the first order, number 1, because the first order is going to be where you see most of your churn. And the nice thing about first order, then we're going to do it order 2 and 3 together, then 3 and 5, and 6 to 10, and 11 plus. So this is going to be our first order, and this is going to be based on customer number of subscription orders processed equals to 1. We're going to apply that. Now we're going to copy that. We're going to call that 2 to 3 orders. Customers number of orders processed equals or is greater than or equal to 2, and customer number of subscription orders processed is less than or equal to 3. So that will catch everybody who's placing their second and third order. Then I'm going to click this duplicate button. Then we're going to do 3 to 5 orders. And it's greater than equal to 4. 4 to 5 orders. 4 and 5, less than or equal to 5, correct. Then we're going to do 6 to 10 orders, and then let me just correct that. That's going to be actually 0 to, and this is going to be 4 to 5. Then 6 to 10 is going to be greater than or equal to 6 and is less than or equal to 10. And then the last one is going to be is greater or equal to 11, and we're just going to delete this conditional 11. Or sorry, is greater or equal to 11. Okay, perfect. So now we've got this segmentation of first order customers will have their own cancel experience. Second, third order customers will have their cancel experience. 4 to 5th, 6 to 10, 10 orders, 6 to 10, and this one is going to say 11 plus orders. Now we'll hit apply, and now you'll see this beast of a cancel flow now. Now this is the level up, really. Now the big benefit of this as well is that when you go into your cancellation analytics, you'll be able to segment cancel reasons and cancel flow data by customers or by subscriber age, and this is really the only way to do this in Recharge right now. If you wanted to understand why customers canceling on order 1, you can now collect that data individually. Same thing with order 2, order 3, order 4, order 5, and so on and so forth. So these are obviously, this is a really good starting base of version 1.0. You can segment these. There's no hard and fast rule. It's as much art as it is a science. And but these are the really the insightful buckets that we found, and it also helps us with defining discounts and testing discounts later. So make sure to hit save regularly, because Recharge likes to throw errors sometimes in this process, and you want to save all the time. Okay, now that we got our discounts created, we're going to apply these discounts to each of those customer cohort branches in the cancel flow. Now, the way I want you to think about, rather than holy crap, I got to go in and tweak all of these 6 different branches by with the way, thankfully, that Recharge allows you to do that. We're going to use one as a master branch and a master design template, and then we're going to configure it and we're going to apply that styling to the other ones later. So we're going to work on one node at a time, and we will later copy paste that those cancel reasons, those offers, all of that stuff that we're going to put into each cancellation reason to mitigate across all of these. So to start off with, we're going to go in and start editing the offer, and we're going to change it to a discount code. So let's start. The product didn't work as expected, and this is specifically for the first order branch. So we're going to give them a discount code. This discount code is going to be our lowest one. It's going to be that extra 10% off, and if you remember, that extra 10% is actually technically extra 12% on the next 3 orders, and the way we're going to present it is it's actually 30% off on the next 3 orders. So not saving enough by subscribing, same thing, discount code, and it's going to be second chance. Love it but no longer in the budget, discount code, second chance. Subscription delivery timing feels off. This one we won't do an offer for. We'll actually do a delay and change frequency. I subscribe by accident. We will do a discount code, and we'll do second chances. And we will do product arrived, damaged, or shipped. We'll do also second chances. We will add also a call to action to contact support if there's something we can fix there. Other reason, same thing. We're going to do discount code, second chance. So we will assign all of these as appropriate. We'll hit apply. Now so I'll retract a little bit. So these discount codes will only be active for this particular customer segment. And then for these guys, so second and fourth and fifth orders, so these will now get our second chances, which is extra 15% off on those orders. So we're going to go in and say discount code, second chances, not subscribing, discount code, second chances, love it, no longer in the budget, discount code, second chances, subscription order timing feels off, delay and change frequency, subscribe by accident. So this one will keep here, discount code and second chances, product shipping, discount code, second chances, same thing for other, Second chances, we'll hit apply. And then now we're approaching the higher tier customers now. So for this, with orders 4 to 5, I would say stick with the extra second chances, so extra 15% off. So total, let's say 35% off on the next 3 orders. However, we will remove the subscribe by accident, because by the time customers make it to order 4 to 5, it's very highly unlikely, and that cancel reason just takes up unnecessary space. So we're going to delete that answer, and we will continue editing. And we will go in and product didn't work as suspected, discount code, second chances. You could, depending on your margins, give them an even deeper discount, or you could give them that VIP discount, but I would stick with this for now. Discount code, delivery timing, fields off, change frequency, product arrived damaged, discount code, second chances, discount code, second chances, and other also second chances. Apply that node. Now we will, so for the 6 to 10 orders and 11 orders plus, we will remove the subscribe by accident, obviously, and we will now give them the extra premium special VIP tier. Second chances VIP, not subscribing, not saving enough by subscribing. Okay, all right. So we applied our discount codes to each of the individual cohorts. We personalized those. Now that's going to be nice, and it's all good to get that out of the way. Save that. Now you're going to also see on the bottom this else. Oh, come on, recharge. You're going to see on the bottom this else cancel, basically catch-all bucket of all. If somebody falls through these conditional branches, they go to else. If you set up the conditional branches right exactly how I showed you, you won't have anybody go through the else piece. But generally what I would suggest is you can just copy this node configuration. At the very end, you'll do this again, and you're just going to apply paste copy node config into that. Now, why are we getting this blue bar here? Let's hit save. There we go. Okay, so now we have our discounts set for this node, and we're going to work one node at a time to do the final and the most laborious and, quite frankly, tedious part of this whole setup, which is going in and customizing every single cancel reason to have its own dedicated landing page. So the way to do this, let's go discard change. So the way to do this is you're going to go in and customize landing page. And oh, by the way, I totally forgot discard changes. Please, so gaming prevention. So you're going to, as we applied these discounts, what you're going to do is you're going to apply a 365 gaming prevention window where a customer can only apply this discount code once in a year. And that's effectively what we recommend doing for all of these nodes. So you're going to have to go in and set up that gaming prevention for that. So let's focus on one node at a time and one cancel reason at a time. All right, so now we're going to go in and we're going to start polishing our cancel experience to be to feel like we've put some time and effort. And I'll be honest, I think this is really where the magic happens of what makes these this cancel flow so effective. Is it's quite frankly, there's no easy way to put it. It's just laborious attention to detail on setting this up. So I would suggest setting aside a half a day or even a full day to go in and create a landing page for each of these cancel reasons. So I'm going to show you a quick example of what that looks like for, again, one of our brands. So this is a cancel flow specifically for first-time customers. So that first customer segment, getting the image here a little more personalized specifically to that maybe initial most common cancel reason for order number one. So for example, for this air freshener company, Azuna, their top reason is that customers the product didn't work as expected. And the reason why, because it's a natural odor eliminator rather than a traditional candle or an air freshener. It works a little different, and it actually works in a very subtle way where it disperses tea tree oil into the air, and it eliminates the odor creating bacteria effectively that actually makes the funny smells happen. So we wanted to customize that landing page like so. We also changed up added a how it works section below the survey and added some social proof here. So these are all pieces I would suggest if you're really trying to polish it. But what we really want to do is, this is just one page of all of the ones we're going to have to go in and cancel. So I would say start with the landing page. The templates are for all of this copy are in our website download. So go to goodsubscription.agency and drop your email. We'll send you the exact template and copy, so you can copy paste this process as much as you can. Now, the next step, so the landing page, the cancel page, before you dive into all of these, I'd say go to the update your cancel page. So adding a text and image here with, "We're sorry to see you go. We genuinely aim for this subscription to be the best one. Is there anything we can do to prevent this?" This is just a catch-all cancel page, and it doesn't have any particular offer. But this piece, also the confirmation page, hey, cancel your subscription. There you go. Now, if we go into each cancel reason now, and we're going to need to treat them all as separate landing pages that we're trying to solve the problems for. So if you put the top reason is product didn't work as expected, and in Azuna's case, it's a little more personalized because we've spent a little time with the brand. We know that there are two main reasons why customers would look at this, and either the scent is too weak or too strong. So what we set it up as, we're going to give them, if the scent is too strong, or I believe as this scent is too weak or doesn't last long enough, right? We explain why this happens the way it happens and how Azuna is different from all classical air fresheners. If they want to contact subscriber support, that's the button there. And we'd love a second chance to win you over. Here's 30% off next 3 orders. As a subscriber, you already get 20%, extra 10 on the next 3, apply discount to next 3 orders. No thing, cancel my subscription. So this is how we handle that product scent too weak. Strong scent is too strong. Hey, by the way, here is 45% off your next scent. So this is like a blank, or just one order. And then you can apply this discount and select a new scent. And we also have copy that specifically addresses that issue. So all of these feel very tailored. I didn't like my specific scent. Every scent is personal. Here's 45% off to try a new scent, apply discount, and select scent. Same thing is, had an issue with my last shipment. Not issue with my last shipment. I still have product left from my last shipment, so too much product. Pile up, that's on us, that's an issue. Please change your frequency, delay the next order and change frequency, and that's how we handle that. The next example is love it, but no longer in the budget. Hey, we totally understand that budgets change. You still love it? Here's 30% off your next 3 orders. There's no catch. Apply to next 3 orders. Very similar to love it, but no longer in the budget. It's actually the exact same piece. then not worth the price. Basically the same simple offer, extra 5% off, so 25 for the next 3 orders, and then streamline. So that's effectively kind of what you're going to see here. For each of those cancel reasons, is it just takes time and effort to write this copy. We'll have, again, the templates are all in the so you can, there's templates available so you can copy paste stuff, but there's no getting around this. This is just kind of how it is. Now, the one annoying thing is that once you've written this for we're back our testing setup, once you've written all of these cancel reasons for one node, you're going to be like, holy crap, do I have to go in and recreate it for every single node again? So like I said, we are able to copy paste this template into other nodes. Now, there's one critical downside and issue with that, is that once we save this and create all those cancel reasons, when we copy this node config and we paste it into this second node config, what it's going to do is actually it's going to override the discount codes into the past cohort's discount codes. So the trick here is, this is kind of a recharge kind of best advice pro tip, is it doesn't so it can override all of your discount setup from before. So what you want to do here is a very, very specific set of steps in order to not have to reset up all the discounts again. But you will still have to reset up all the discounts, but at least you won't need to recreate all of those landing pages and all of that text and language from the very, very scratch for every single one of these nodes. So, and this is what you do. So this is how we set it up so we don't have to pull our hair out and rebuild that cancel experience for every single cancel node. What we're going to do here, so for example, this is a discount code, or this is a discount experience, a cancel experience for our first time subscribers. I'll show you how to set up the A/B test in a sec. But so what we've set up here is we have this second chance discount and we have this cancel experience that I've just showed you. Now, what we want to do is we're going to take that node config and we're going to copy this. Don't press apply to all node types. Not ready yet. We're going to skip our non-discounted branch, which we'll set up later. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the next node for let's say that customer 2 to 3 order customer. And you'll note here that in the past, they are actually second chances. So this is a slightly different discount code. This is a 19% off the next 3 orders. So what we're going to do instead here is, so in order not to recreate all of these, here's what's going to happen. We will paste copied node config. It'll say, are you sure? Yes. Now, you're going to click into it. You're going to be like, oh, here's the problem. It created the second chance discount to all of these. Now, you're going to go in and thankfully, let's see if this actually works. So now, second chance. As soon as we start messing with the discount codes and reapplying these discount codes, that cancel experience will get reset as soon as we change this code. So it says second chance. Now, what we're going to do is, if we just change it to second chances on all of these, second chances, let's take a look. Now, this is a potential workaround, I think. And if we go in and customize that landing page again, and we go sent to week 2 strong, perfect. Now we got the second chances discount code live, and we still can maintain all of these cancel reasons that we've set up in the past. Now, you will want to update the language, very important, on all of these. So the customer is no longer saving 30%, but they are saving, let's click on that. Technically, so see, the second chances gives us 19%. So they're saving 15% extra. So we're going to need to update that language. Cent is too strong, too weak. So we're going to have to go in here and change our discount code offer language to say, here's 35% off, an extra 15% off on the next 3 orders. Now this is very important, and yes, for this there's just no way of getting around it. You're going to have to go in and tweak all of these where it's applicable. So cents overpowering, like a different cent. Oh yeah, last problem with the last shipment. Nope, sorry, stock up, subscribe by accident, discount code offer, second chances. So everywhere where you applied that second chances discount code switch, you're going to have to go in and edit that discount code offer language to properly reflect that, properly reflect the total discount the customer is getting. Now, that's effectively how you do it. So you click done, and so we have updated it. Now let's go back and customize this landing page just to double check. So other reason, discount code offer, missing it here. It's going to be 35. So this is the laborious pieces that, you're just going to have to go in and check all of these. Now, another pro tip is on the whenever you're making these offers, the discount code offer claimed, it will actually say that they've applied the discount code to just one order. So you're going to have to go in, and for each of these discount code claimed, you're going to have to update that language to say apply to the next 3 orders rather than next order, because you don't want customers to feel like, oh, they've told me one thing, and as soon as I click the accept not cancel button, now they're just only applying it to one order. So make it very, very clear. And also having a little bit of social proof on these cancellation or discount applied confirmation pages also goes a long way. So again, laborious process, tedious process, yes. I'm also talking to the Recharge team about how do we improve this process as well. But this is what it takes, and the benefits of that is that yes, you'll get into that 25 to 30% save rate. Effectively, this is just a little bit of work. Put on some tunes, maybe your favorite show. Don't put on your favorite show. Actually, just put on some tunes and just bang it out. That's just no way of getting around it. So, and that effectively, so that's node number 1. And we're going to have to do that for all the other nodes. So, no way around it. All right, so let's talk about split testing now. Now, as soon as we set up the discount codes, some of you are probably instantly thinking, it's like, are you giving away discounts unnecessarily? Can we somehow test these? And obviously, this is where split testing comes in. So, as a very, very initial split test, what I'm gonna recommend is you set it up as you set up a holdout group for the discounts, and then you can actually see how effective the discount versus the new landing page itself works. And what we find is, actually surprisingly, discounts account for about extra 5 to 7, maybe 9% of the total save rate, and it's actually this new Humanise cancel flow with solutions that actually does most of the lifting. You'll see that most of the 25% save rate comes from 15-20% of that is due to cancellation flow abandonment and customers left, rather than applying the discount and utilizing the discount. So, but in order to understand how effective these discounts are, what we're going to do is we're going to set up an A/B test, and we're going to split it up not as 50-50, because we already know that the discounts will likely perform much better. However, obviously it depends on your discount level. You're going to drag in your A/B test. You're going to instantly have a mini heart attack probably, because you'll be like, oh my goodness, another node to set up. Thankfully, this one is going to be a little simpler. And instead of 50-50, what we're going to do is we're going to do a 65-35 split. And 65% of customers, of first-time order customers who go into the cancel flow, will get that discount. And these customers, so we're going to copy node config, we're going to paste copied node config, and then we're going to remove these discounts now. And now we're going to have a non-discount holdout group to see how effective we are at saving customers without discounts shown. So this is the part where you once again will need to rewrite these landing pages to be non-discount code inclusive. So when I was showing you the example before, this is, for example, the different setup of first-time customers that get discounts. So they get a second chance discount, swap and discount, second chance discount, and then the holdout branch, the non-discount branch, get swap, delay change frequency, and they're just getting no offers. Now, the biggest thing that you're really trying to figure out here is how effective your discounts are at marginally saving these customers. And that is a really good baseline to know. So then you can see, okay, customers who saw a discount code, we're saving 26 or 30% of them. The ones that don't, we're saving 20%. And that's actually not, those are real numbers. So the one annoying thing, excuse me, is that, yeah, when you're showing no discounts, you will have to go in and update these cancel reasons and these swap offers to all have a slightly different tweaked language that does not include any discount whatsoever. So there's no beating around the bush and not worth the price, right? All of these will need to show no discount offer, and you're going to have to set it up same as all the other ones, kind of one by one. And again, once you do, however, do it for one node, like this node right here, you're going to click copy, and you're going to apply that to the other three, basically all of the non-discounted ones. So you're going to go paste, copied node, config, correct, and you're going to go 4 to 5. And I'll be honest, there's sometimes it's kind of stressful because it is not the best setup. Now, one thing to also keep in mind is that sometimes, so if in your later order, so you saw we had 8 cancel reasons, now we have 9, and that's because we had I subscribed by accident in here, so we're going to delete that. Also keep in mind that if you've customized your cancel reason or your landing page, so it's a little more personalized to that very first order, you're going to need to swap that out and update that to the later subscriber messaging, and that let's make sure done, apply. What that actually might mean is that later subscriber messaging sounds something like this. Hey, longtime subscriber, it's been a great ride so far, and still contact customer support, but that message could be a little different. Now, the other big bonus what you can do with these landing pages is instead of a static image, what you could throw in there is a founder video. This is very effective in itself. Make sure if you are adding a video, you're adding it as an autoplay video. Let me shrink myself. And make sure that it autoplays as soon as, because you'll have much lower click rates on people actually hitting that play button. So, add that video block, basically just replace that video block or replace that image, text and image with that video block. So once the customer lands, they get an autoplayed, hey subscriber, looks like we're sorry we missed the mark. Same sort of script. And if you want it, the script is also included for each of the types of customer segments. So early subscribers, secondary or teenage subscribers, or orders like with 2 to 5 orders, and then 6 orders and further, mature subscribers, what that script messaging should feel like and sound like. All of them very similar, just like the different positioning, assuming you kind of have to assume why they're there. But by the time you make it to making these videos, you will have plenty of data from static images, and those are much easier to just like update and collect and get live, rather than getting your founder to sit down and record a video. Because I have fun getting that done, unless you're a superstar team and you can just bang that stuff out. But for most brands, it takes a while for a founder to sit down and record a video. It's a lot easier to iterate with images. So I'm gonna just as a quick overview: cancel, discard, apply. So now that, yes, we have a split tested cancel flow like this, it's a beast. It's a beast, but it is personalized and humanized for every single customer, by their customer age, or effectively by their subscriber order number. And that's what I mean by customer age, or subscriber age. And we're also got some advanced split testing set up so we can see how effective those discounts are. Another bonus that you can set up is set up segments. So if a customer goes through the non-discount branch or the discount branch, and you can call these segments as second chance, discount, or no discount. And then you can look at the LTV differences long term between these non-discount and discount customers, which is fun for data later down the line, and it will help you refine those discount orders and discount percentages a little further. But generally speaking, your subscribers are super reliably your most profitable customer segment, and it really comes down to personalizing the discount levels based on subscriber order number, or LTV, you could say that. So so that's kind of the overview, and yeah, that's it's just what it takes. It's just what it takes to get to those results. Like I said, the first two pieces are the most important: the quick, the pause before you cancel, and that most important humanized cancellation landing page. Those will get you to that 18-19% subscriber save rate, 15% to 20% subscriber save rate, depending on where that lies. And make sure to humanize these pieces as well. Change up some of that language according to the templates, so that these don't feel super canned. And they actually feel like they're genuinely soliciting feedback. So I just find that kind of magic, once you put it into the time and effort, it feels like a human has been here and touched all of these aspects. That's actually what resonates mostly with people, is the fact that somebody took their time and effort and attention to put into this, and it makes the messaging a lot more, it makes the customer a lot more receptive to messaging. So wraps it all up as the main goal of the customer flow, of the cancel flow, is to win back that trust. And you're not going to win back that trust if you spent zero time and effort into it. And again, the ROI is massive on this type of work, because again, every subscriber you save is a subscriber you don't have to reacquire.
If you want more recharge optimization content, go check out our Retention 1.0 program on our website, goodsubscription.agency. If you signed up for the templates, you'll be getting emails about it anyway. So check it out. It's full of examples for upcoming order notification templates to reduce churn, unboxing and onboarding emails, unboxing examples of how to improve your second order retention with your first impression. Same thing with surprise and delight and cancellation, canceled customer winbacks. All of that is part of the Retention 1.0 program. So check it out. And yes, I am very glad we got this out. I want to do more videos like this, and more will be coming. So subscribe. And yeah, just remember that at the end of the day, greatness, true greatness, comes from goodness. All right. See you in the next one.